大家午安！非常感谢各位百忙之中拨冗莅临参加台湾福斯集团年度媒体餐叙。我是今天的主持人阿雅，很高兴在这里跟各位见面，也很荣幸能够与各位一同参与这场盛会。Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Volkswagen Group Taiwan Annual Media Gathering. It's an honor to be the host today. My name is Aya. 首先，在今天的活动一开始，让我们邀请各位一同来欣赏一段影片，一起来看一下台湾福斯集团过去一路走来的精彩时刻。First of all, we would like to invite all of you have a look of the highlight of Volkswagen Group Taiwan over the years. 请看。接下来，让我们邀请与会长官上台，和我们说几句话。首先，让我们邀请台湾福斯集团及台湾奥迪总裁 Mr. Ansari 来到我们的台上，和我们来分享2023年的集团策略。So first of all, now I would like to invite the CEO of Volkswagen Group Taiwan and Audi Taiwan, Mr. Ansari, come up to the stage. 让我们掌声有请。
I know it's Monday morning. Taiwan? Okay, perfect. First of all, you have a very nice headset on your table that gives you the opportunity to translate or have a translation if you need it, of course only. And I will wait a few seconds before I continue with my presentation. Don't worry, it's not 100 slides, it's only 99. Just joking. And then you will wait for a few seconds. Now, if you look at the establishment of Volkswagen in Taiwan, the Volkswagen Group, we are now in our 8th year, and we have been very successful over those 8 years. And part of this actually goes to you, our friends from the media, from the journalists, and we all would like to thank you from Volkswagen Group Taiwan for this great and continuous support over the past few years. So this is also to you. And you can also applaud a little more because you did quite a lot of positive reviews for us. Anyway, let's start also with the Volkswagen Group in Taiwan. What are we doing? What are the next few years going to be? And I would like to also give you a little bit of a heads up. That was too fast. Okay. First of all, I would like to give you a wrap up of the year 2022. Sorry. I was not supposed to happen like this. There you go. What did we achieve over the year 2022 from Volkswagen Group in Taiwan? Now, we sold over 22,000 cars, as you can hear, as you can see also on the slide. And of course, we also expanded our network. More than 20 locations we added to the, more than 12 locations we added to the network, and also we added more than 20 plus cars. What is also clear is that the future is going to be electrified. So of course, you all know that with one of the brands, with Audi, we started basically also electrifying Taiwan, and we're quite successful on this way there, as you can see also from the figure on the chart with 75% growth. That's not all. Of course, our journey will now continue with especially the customer perspective, online and offline. And what do I mean by saying online? Online basically means we're going to digitalize everything, and we'll see this in all of our brand presentation now, that we have quite a lot in store for our customers. But let me take one step also and give you a little bit of a global perspective. As you can see from this chart, Volkswagen Group overall, globally, has sold more than 8 million cars. Having said this, quite a large contribution goes to, of course, the electric vehicles, plus 26%. It's a huge contribution, knowing that within the global demand and supply chain, we have some restrictions in semiconductors and, of course, also different topics. But still, the electric cars grew by such a substantial amount. So what's going to happen this year? This year also the group is, of course, targeting more than a double-digit growth, because we also see that global demand is increasing, and of course also the supply chain that we have, and on behalf of the semiconductors also, these topics are reducing, which basically means also that we will have more supply. Is that a good thing? Of course it's a good thing, because we will also see more of our Volkswagen Group Taiwan cars over here, locally. Very simple. And of course, yeah, we were also successful in the sales revenue. Now let's have a look at Taiwan only. What we have done also within the Volkswagen Group, with the strength and the performance of all of our 4 brands, with Audi, Volkswagen, passenger cars, Volkswagen commercial vehicles, and Skoda, we defined a strategy 2030. And for us, it's very clear that we want to be the strongest mobility provider in Taiwan. And we will be, because we have a clear commitment also from the group in Germany to invest in the market. And this is not only a promise, it's actually also something that we are working on heavily to execute the same. So what does this mean? We have, of course, also different aspects as part of the being the strongest mobility provider in Taiwan. We also look at, of course, the customer touch points. And when I say customer touch points, I mentioned this earlier as online and offline. But of course, we also work on strategies, internal and external ones. And the external ones you see over here are very clear also when it comes to transforming the business in the retail network. You've seen on the earlier chart with 12 new locations, for us it's very important to change the experience of the customer in the showrooms. Of course, and we will go through this also on the other brands, after sales is a crucial part as well. Especially when I look at total cost of ownership, when we look at the service experience, or the accessibility of our showrooms as well as workshops. Now, let's give you a little bit of a look of 2023. Slide should be loading. It's not loading, let's see. There you go. Okay. Digitalization, what do I mean? I talked about digitalization, I talked about this journey overall. For all the 4 brands, we will of course utilize our synergies from a group perspective to make Volkswagen Group in Taiwan the most digitalized car company in Taiwan. And if I say the most digitalized, I mean basically accessibility from a customer point of view. All the brand MPs, with Julia, with Conrad, and with Chris will also present some more details during the presentation. So I will not go into the details of this because I will also let them explain what is planned from a customer journey perspective. Retail network. Like I said, we had 12 locations last year. Of course, there are many more locations coming this year. Again, the brand MPs will also present what is in store and what will be implemented this year. And most important is actually this, it's a customer experience. Everything that the customer sees, everything that the customer communicates with all the different brands has to be improved in terms of experience. And it's very simple. If I look at my younger sons, they are already, my 7-year-old son is already on Googling something on YouTube. If I remember our times, and I see most of you even a little younger than I am, but still, I'm sure at the age of 7 you were not Googling on YouTube to find something. The times have changed. This also means that our customer and the younger generation, they also experience and demand actually more digitalized services and the possibility of the overall experience that you give from a brand perspective. Again, you will see this not only on the app, but you will also see this when you're going to the show. One of the most crucial things that I want to highlight today is the EV roadmap for Volkswagen Group in Taiwan. Like I said, very clear target 2030. Strongest mobility provider in Taiwan. That's not it. We will also be the strongest EV brand in Taiwan in 2030. Very clear, simply put. Of course, we have the Mission Zero. You all know from the Taiwanese government, 2040 is the date when 100% of the cars are going to be electrified. Of course, we will also have very nice products, and I'm sure you will ask now a lot of questions. Okay, which are the products? I know you all are very curious, but we'll come to this. Charging stations. If we look at the charging stations that we have in Taiwan now, we are already very strong. But as you also know, only one brand has launched an EV so far. This also means that very clearly we will be committed for all the 4 brands to have charging stations available. Roaming. A lot of you just maybe explain the roaming part. It's again customer convenience. If you look at charging point of view, if I use an app, if I use my phone, I don't want to have 20 apps on my phone because at every different charging location, I don't want to have, okay, which app do I have to use? In an ideal scenario, you have 1 app. Maximum you use 2 apps for charging. This is something that we are already addressing. We're the only one in the market that is addressing this thing, by the way. Of course, we will build an EV ecosystem, and we will also look at it in a friendly environment. While I say this, it's all about EVs in the future. The reality is also that we have a lot of cars coming in that are non-EV. And this is something which you should also be knowing, that we will look at a transition period. It's very clear that all the brands will focus on fuel cars, on ICEs. At the same time, and this is going to be majority still. EV is coming, that transition will take some time. It's the message. Human centricity, I think you mentioned this, we've seen this quite a lot in the videos. From all the different brands, we have a different approach with human centricity, but the message is also clear. People are the majority. People are the aspect that all the brands consider first. Whatever we do, whether it's an internal customer, whether it's an external customer, whether it's people that are in touch with the brand, whether it's a supplier, everything has to be human-centric. This comes first for Volkswagen Group in Taiwan. Now, of course, I would like to close this presentation. You will see an update of all the brands. It was a very generic overview, I know. You think now, okay, what was the message? The message is to give you the framework of the Volkswagen Group Taiwan. We have 4 very strong brands here, and of course all the 4 brand leaders, including myself, will give you a presentation of what the brands are doing. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Anthony. I will invite you come to the preparation position for the presentation later. 非常谢谢总裁为我们带来的分享。 那么在听完了总裁对于我们集团的品牌拉展之后，接下来相信各位也非常想要知道，那么针对4个品牌在今年呢又会做出哪一些计划，以及同时要跟大家来分享哪一些新的惊喜呢？接下来呢，我们稍后将会邀请4位品牌的总裁来到我们的舞台上，为各位针对各品牌来详细的介绍各品牌在今年度将会为我们所有的消费者们带来什么样子的一个不同的计划。那么稍后呢，我们也将会一一的为各位来做详细的介绍。So I believe all of you very curious and want to know more about what is the 4 brands' new annual plans for this year. So now I would like to invite our managing director come to the stage to share more information. 接下来呢，我们要邀请我们的4位品牌总裁来到我们的台上为各位做详细的介绍。那么首先，让我们来邀请台湾福斯汽车总裁 Conor Marks 来到我们的台上来为各位做介绍。So now I would like to invite Mr. Conor Marks of Volkswagen Taiwan come to the stage. 接下来，让我们邀请台湾福斯商旅总裁朱业务吴时芬来到我们的台上。So now I would like to invite Mr. Wu of Volkswagen Commercial Vehicle come to the stage. And also once again, I would like to invite the CEO of Volkswagen Group Taiwan and also Audi Taiwan, Mr. Ansari, come up to the stage. 同时，我们也再一次的邀请台湾福斯集团暨台湾奥迪总裁 Mr. Ansari 来到我们的台上。And now I would like to invite Skoda Taiwan, the CEO of Skoda Taiwan, come to the stage, Mr. Chris Lee. 让我们邀请我们的 Skoda 台湾总裁 Chris Lee 一起来到我们的舞台上。欢迎我们4位总裁。首先，让我们再一次的有请台湾福斯集团及台湾奥迪总裁 Mr. Ansari 与大家来分享一下奥迪品牌年度发展。First of all, I would like to once again invite the CEO of Volkswagen Group Taiwan and Audi Taiwan, Mr. Ansari, to share with us the annual plans for Audi brand.
Hey, long time no see. Sorry, I know you have to bear a few minutes with me again, but this time I'm going to present the Audi bit. Let's look at 2022. Very clearly, we had a very strong year in 2022, and you remember that when I started at the end of 2021, we had quite a few intense discussions with all of you here in the room. I've used that opportunity to understand also what are the requirements for the Audi brand. And actually, I lived the spirit of Audi. Audi in Latin means listen. And I listened. For me, it was listen, learn, exchange with you guys, and then implement. And some of the results you see, of course, over here with 20%, more than 20% growth last year. We were very happy. 74% of BEV increase. Quite strong also the Q family. I remember that I had some discussions with you also on the Q5 2.0 on how and where to position it. I think most of you were very happy to see where we position it. I remember our discussion. You asked me, okay, you will not be able to manage this positioning. We did. Yeah, we did, and I think also the numbers show. Quite strong actually, and this is something which I want to highlight here as well, is Audi Sport. Very strong and very clear commitment with Audi Sport, not only electric cars, but especially the ICE are very strong. And the sporty positioning of Audi is something that we, of course, target, and we will continue to target. Whether it's the combination of lifestyle together with sports. Some of you may have seen also the GQ event on Saturday. For us, it's a combination. One hand together with the other hand. This will make Audi successful in Taiwan. Now, what are we looking at for 2023? Very clear, 4 pillars. Product, digitalization, network, customer journey. These are the 4 elements that we will target for this year. It's very straightforward for a car company, of course, with regard to product, with regard to network, no-brainers. But like I highlighted also in the group presentation, digitalization will play an elementary role, but also the customer journey. And when I talk about the customer journey, I will also explain to you what I mean by this. Let's look at now the first step, digitalization. For us, it's very clear if the customer, if Audi fans want to communicate with the brand, it has to be easy. It has to be straightforward. It has to be accessible. When I say accessible, you use basically your iPhone, or you use your phone, and you have to be able to connect with the brand very easily. Convenience. It's all about this. I want to book a service, no problem. I press the button. I want to buy merchandise, Audi collection, I press the button, no problem. I want to do online booking for a test drive, no problem, I do this. I want to charge my car, yes, I have my Audi app, and I will just scan the QR code of the charging station and charge it. This is customer convenience. This is something which makes it easy. As you know also, Audi has been the first brand in the market to implement data roaming for EVs, which basically means all Audi charging stations in the dealerships, all Bluetooth charging stations, all EV Oasis charging stations. You need one app only so far. In the future, it will also be only one app, because it will be my Audi app. I can only invite all the charge point operators to have basically an open infrastructure and to be willing to integrate themselves not only with my Audi app but also within the Volkswagen Group. We will be one of the strongest providers of electrification in Taiwan. But this also makes sense why charge point operators will work with us. Now, second one. You will see this for 2023, like I said, but of course network development. Last year, we had Audi Fengshan, we had Audi North Taichung, and last week, we opened Audi Nangang. We go where actually the market also requires us to go. And with some of you, I had this discussion, Audi should also open up in some different locations. We are going to address this. We will also have service locations. Gai is going to be one of the next ones, service. I know that you guys are also looking at it, because accessibility of the Audi brand was one of the points that you said, we need to fix this. We are fixing this. I took all of your advice very seriously, and we have addressed this. But it's not all. If I look at the Audi Nangang showroom, it's like a living room. People, the customers, should not go to an Audi dealership because they say, I have to go and service the car. I have to go and buy a product. According to research, one of the biggest reasons of not wanting to enter a car showroom is because the customer feels scared that there's an obligation to buy. I don't like entering a car showroom. This is what customers say, because they feel I get pressurized from the sales consultants to buy something. You should not go to an Audi dealership to buy something. You should go to an Audi dealership to experience, to have a great time over there, to network with like-minded people. You can have it also now, from end of April onwards, in any of the Audi dealerships, a nice Starbucks coffee. And we have a nice lounge where you can also work. Please do this. Try it out. I'm sure you will not regret it. Of course, we will upgrade also the service. One of the points also you see on the top is the Audi Nexus. When you welcome the customer, there's no traditional reception desk. There's basically also now the Audi Nexus, an Audi host. We call it Audi host, will come because it's a host that will support you on what your needs are. You want to go to the lounge? Yes, please. Please go to the lounge, have a nice coffee. We also have nice food and beverage that we upgrade. What is the next? If we look at, for example, the customer experience, and for us this is something where we put emphasis on exactly those elements, because they are quite often, of course, event-linked. Owners exclusive, where we will have many more events where Audi owners will be invited. Why? Like I said, I talked about this Audi community. The Audi community will not only happen in the showroom, get together, will not only happen in the app. You will have an Audi community on the app. You already have it online, but on the app you will have this as well. But it will also happen with exclusive gatherings. Driving experience. It's very simple, straightforward. Bumps on the seats, you experience our car. Some of you have already participated in the Q drive now, in the off-road drive. We will have many more drives this year. Sports cars, Q drive, and some also scenic drive. Those you will see also for Volkswagen. I want to point out one topic, total cost of ownership. Some of you told me, yeah, Audi, look at the service overall. Service address, service locations, increasing. Secondly also, parts availability, getting much better. Thirdly, total cost of ownership. Audi is the most affordable brand in the premium segment when it comes to total cost of ownership, whether it's ICE or whether it's EV. Very clearly, we are getting there. And this message I want you also to transfer to the customer, because some of them, they realize it now, especially our customers, they realize, wow, that's actually pretty good. It's a very good deal. Access to premium brand and also the service that we are addressing. Destination charging, very clearly. One of the Audi has been the first brand in the Volkswagen Group Taiwan to implement EVs. Of course, not the last one. But what is also clear is that we have already 11 DC chargers across the island, and we will expand this. And with the strength of the group, we will have many more DC chargers available. Customer touch points I mentioned, online, offline, very clear. Products. I know you're waiting for this. Exciting products. We have some exciting products to come this year. You will like them, I'm very sure. Some of those cars are electric, and some of those cars are going to be ICE. There's a very good mix of ICE, sports cars, regular cars, and some special editions coming. And there are also some nice electric cars coming, with, of course, also some of the special editions. You will not be disappointed, I can tell you. I'm already looking forward to the Q&A with more specific questions from you, but this is all I'm going to say for the moment. I would like to take that opportunity to thank you for your support in 2022. I can promise you Audi will deliver in 2023. Minimum double-digit growth.
Thank you, Mr. Wang. Please have a seat. 非常谢谢总裁为我们带来的品牌分享。台湾奥迪呢，为自己是持续的升级我们的通路服务以及优化顾客的旅程之外呢，也同时更为带来全新产品的策略，打造尊荣消费者的全新感受。那么接下来我们要邀请台湾福斯汽车总裁 Mr. Conor Marks 来为我们分享接下来 Volkswagen 将会有哪一些的品牌新进程。Now let's welcome Mr. Conor Marks of Volkswagen Taiwan to share what new process Volkswagen will have in the future.
OK， 谢谢各位媒体朋友们，大家好。好。Let's see that everybody is wake up by now. So I think it's also from my side it's great to meet you all here in our group media gathering. As Ray already mentioned, and he gave an overview of VTT. This year for Volkswagen passenger car, we will focus on especially enhancing our service coverage and our service quality for our owner base. This, you will see, also for Volkswagen passenger car is to improve our customer journey, both offline and online on all the touch points. Over the last years, I have to use the button. Over the last years, you know, we have improved our customer satisfaction continuously. Also, we put a lot of emphasis on actually cultivating our customer loyalty, and we started to have our Volkswagen Privilege program already many years ago, and today we have already reached a level of 75% of our owners, which is in the program and with whom we have a direct contact on a daily basis. So that is a great effort, and now in 2023, as you also know, we will now look forward to reach over 100,000 members in the upcoming months. A very big milestone for us, and also a truly remarkable number which we don't see in any other markets we know. So, what does it mean? We will also continue, let me press back. We will also continue to cultivate our Volkswagen R premium performance brand. And we do various activities, and we will see that already. You will see R and coffee events being rolled out in the next couple of weeks, where our enthusiasts, our owners, will actually gather more and more, and we will support them to cultivate and to celebrate the ownership of our R models. Also, you will see that the R Studio concept, which we last year showed in Wuchen, Taiwan, in our flagship showroom, this studio concept will be established around the island to also provide this boutique shopping experience for our target customers in all key areas of Taiwan. So not only that, as I mentioned before, service and also what Rayo addressed for Audi is the same for Volkswagen. Service is key. And our service coverage, now we are expanding that to actually also meet the demand, because the growth of the Volkswagen brand now outside of the metropolitan areas actually gives us the opportunity to come closer to our customers. So you will see more express service stations will be open island-wide to provide fast and convenient service to our owners close to their house or close to their work. So after New Taipei City Lintou and Taiwan City, which we actually opened just a couple of months ago, next up we will expand in Taichung, Dali, and in Miaoli, Tofan, in some of the critical areas of the country. Also, we will further grow in Tainan as well as in Pingdong to have a full coverage across the island. So, last but not least, for us and the team, it's especially important that we continue to optimize our customer experience on all the touch points. Also, that means when it comes to the digital experience, we will have more digitalized services across our platforms this year. For example, we have a Volkswagen official line account, and now we will integrate it with My Volkswagen app to make sure that the service menu from our customer can easily navigate between these two apps, and both the customer as well as our dealer service team as well as us, we can easily communicate with each other in a seamless way. Also, we will continue to further develop new functions into the My Volkswagen app to have more personalized service, more content and more interaction with our customers through the app. So this is for us a key focus in 2023. So, dear media friends, I think with all the initiatives and programs for Volkswagen passenger cars, this will be again a year where we will focus on customer satisfaction, our network development, and more digitalization of our services. I'm sure we will bring a new chapter of our customer journey in 2023 to our Volkswagen Taiwan customers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Please have a seat. 非常谢谢总裁的分享。台湾福特汽车今年不仅仅会满足最大的交车辆之外，还有我们车主专属的 My Volkswagen App， 也会连接 LINE 的社群系统，新增全台的服务区，也提供充满活力的品牌体验。那么除了台湾福斯汽车之外，我们其他品牌还有哪一些令人瞩目的年度发展呢？接下来让我们欢迎Audi Taiwan 总裁林玉明总裁为我们分享一下今年的品牌发展。Next up, I would like to invite Chris Lee of Audi Taiwan to share with us the annual plans for this year.
Dear media friends, dear colleagues, good morning, thanks for coming, thanks for participating. A very warm welcome from my side as well, on behalf of Skoda. 各位媒体好朋友们，大家早安、午安，欢迎各位的莅临。谢谢各位今天的参加。Now allow me to present in English as well. Yeah, and I'm very happy to be here together with all of you in this occasion to spend the time all together as a VGT media gathering event. I'm very happy. And moving to 2023, I also would like to take the opportunity to thank you all for your continuous and consistent support and constructive feedback to not only Skoda brand, but also to our company VGT as well. Thank you a lot for your consistent support. Please do keep supporting us. And now I'm going to give you a quick highlight regarding Skoda development in near future. First of all, it's the digitalization. The digital service, I bet you hear many times the digitalization in this morning in the presentation so far. That of course is also one of the most important strategic focus for Skoda brand. And we also, through the synergy and support from VGT as a group company, Skoda are also working on the development of the digital solution. And it's related connectivity functions. Our goal is to provide our customers to make their life easier, to make their journey with our products more enjoyable. And it's going to be launched soon. Stay tuned. I definitely will give you more detail when we are going to launch in this year. And the network are still the main contact point with our customers. So in past years, Skoda brand together with our dealer investor, we put a lot of effort and investment into our network development. So from 2021 and moving to 2022, all together, I believe we have seen a lot of development and progress made by Skoda brand in our dealer network. No matter it's hardware extension or it's soft part, the customer treatment, human touch with, we all together witness this progress. And today I'm happy to tell you that in Q4 this year, our brand new 4th-floor network center will be ready and start to provide service to our customers. So if you're passing by our new construction site, please do check the progress of our network center. If it's not, going forward as expected, please call our dealer principal. You know dealer principal, great, TPS. Yeah, and last but not least, our customer benefit program to be customer-centric. From the very beginning, since 2015, we launched All4U program, and All4U program is one of the most attractive customer benefit programs since then. And moving to this year, on top of what we already offer to customers, we further upgrade our All4U program. Now with the All4U 2.0 version, we are able to put in more content into the program for customers. For example, the subsidies for alternative transportation. If the customer doesn't want to have our courtesy car, he can choose to take taxi or other transportation means. Like they can get subsidies on that. For example, a customer can get also subsidies for continuation of the trip. So a lot of new items has been added to our All4U 2.0 program. I'm fully convinced. Now with the All4U 2.0, the program is definitely the most attractive and comprehensive program in this segment. I hope you agree too. Yeah. So I see some of you are nodding your head. So thank you for endorsement and concurrence. Yeah. So we will keep moving forward and to be customer-centric in human touch with. So there are more things will come, but I'm not going to go to every detail today in this occasion. And so I have finished all my presentation, and it's quick highlight. It's brief, and in the end, let's check. Let's do the catch up again during the lunchtime. If you need anything, you want to know more, we can still discuss during the lunchtime. So 我已经完成了我今天所有的简报，非常快，非常简短。待会在午餐的时候，我可以继续再深入交谈。So I hope you enjoy the rest of the program today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. 非常谢谢李玉总裁为我们带来分享。根据总裁刚刚的分享呢，Skoda Taiwan 今年将会导入 My Skoda App， 同时也将会升级售后服务的 All4U 2.0， 让车主可以享受聪明的生活。另外 ，Skoda Taiwan 更将会迎接我们全台湾最大旗舰多功能的展示及服务中心进行，各位媒体朋友们期待。那么最后，让我们来欢迎台湾福斯商旅总裁Julia巫师芬来为我们分享品牌将会带来哪一些进程。Last but not least, let's welcome Ms. Julia Wu of Volkswagen Commercial Vehicle to share us what the new process for the brand are coming. Please.
Thank you. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to give you a belated Happy New Year. 新年快乐! I wish all of you, your family, and your colleagues have a very successful start of the year. Coming to 2023, Volkswagen Commercial Vehicle has put every customer demand in our mind. There are 4 pillars we embraced, and were also developed by customer centricity and also customer needs. For the whole year, we have launched our digitalization started from beginning of the year, and we are also giving the customer very good high quality service of every touch point. As well as we not only implement dealer network strategy, as well as we want to increase our dealer quality under every sales outlet as well as service workshop. Not forget, this is another critical pillar of Volkswagen commercial vehicle is our win not me pillar. Yeah. We highly engage ourselves in social needs welfare segment, which we already cultivate for more than a decade. First, digitalization. It is not only the digital format that we are going to give the customer a very paperless real-time interaction, but also receiving fulfillment of the information exchange, as well as whatever they are regarding a private customer, fleet owner, corporate buyer, as well as government tenders. You are able to extract the information from our e-catalog, starting from as a prospect. And then when you walk in the showroom, you will experience the visualization from our car configuration corners to receive the first hand of information without any paper. And then when you become an owner, you will also receive our warm welcome from the Volkswagen commercial vehicle app, which we call My Even Life app. That will also let you to experience what is the VIP customer can get the feeling out of it, as well as any kind of life experience that's shared by our owners, which enlarge your life experience. And when you come to our workshop, be not worried that you can digitalize the book your service appointment ahead of your preferred date. Once you browse any accessory and lifestyle merchandise on our app, you are able to easily, conveniently place the order in our app until you conclude the transaction. This is called e-customer journey we are going to give you in the year. And each of our customers, not even an owner, but also prospects, not even our existing owner, will be experienced the goodwill of our journey. Service. Not only in the new car service, but also after sales service. Every customer will experience the heightened warm welcome, not only in the first sight of walking in the showroom, but also when you get into the service workshop, you will be hospitality, receiving the customer's most generous treatment, which we already heightened in our SOP from the customer treatment program. My Even Life app will give the customer exactly what they would like to see in the future of the product brand development. We also concentrate on our fleet customer, corporate customer, with a fleet program that will give them the worry-free progress until they conclude the transaction as well as deliver the cars. This is our base and the centric of the customer program. Along with the increasing private owners, we also understand this is inevitable. Importantly, we need to increase our service spot and also the care to the customers who are shopping with us and conclude their journey with us. For the customer service, in our after-sales network, we are going to give the specialist in the receptionist, which will give customers a new face in every customer launch. And for the spatial pillar of our mobilized equality pillar, which is our social needs products, we are also give the customer spatial experience without any transportation problem. Last but not least, this is a network. In the whole years, you will see we are engaging ourselves with more than life experience. Every showroom will give the customer a van life corners, which will give the customers a totally different face at how to they enlarge their life and also experience to be a van lifer, van lover. Because Volkswagen commercial vehicle is the only brand in the whole market, the first to communicate van life, and which is also successfully receiving the positive feedback for the customer and owners. Started from south of Taiwan in Kaohsiung, we already relocate our dealers in the north area and south area to differentiate what the customer needs in different locations. And in the second half of this year, you will see we are going to open a flagship showroom in New Taipei City, which will give you a totally new face of van life love spot. I welcome you to visit our showroom, and once you have a family or a friend which is in a special transportation needs, which I call accessible needs, then please come to Volkswagen Volkswagen showroom, because our showroom definitely bring you a mobility-free corners for every human being. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Liu. 非常谢谢魏分享台湾带来的分享。台湾福斯商旅启动的数位服务将会以 My Even Live App 带给我们车主无微不至的服务。除了拓展服务据点之外呢，也将会规划更多关于车主的多元体验活动，跟大家一起来创造 Van Life 的精彩回忆。非常谢谢我们4位总裁带来的各品牌精彩的分享。那么接下来就要进行我们的 Q&A 时间了。Now we're going to have our Q&A section。现场的媒体朋友们有问题可以举手，我们会由工作人员递上麦克风给各位，来为各位做提问。我们现场哪位媒体朋友们，让我们请工作人员为我们递上麦克风，请说。
Hi, I'm Isaac from Model 01. Is it possible the sales target to surpass this year? What is the sales target of Volkswagen Group Taiwan in 2023? Thank you.
I knew this question would come. We are targeting a double-digit growth. I think what is clear is also, like I said earlier, is that the supply chain is getting better. While we have globally quite a high order bank still in all the markets, we expect that we also get more cars into Taiwan. So double-digit growth is what we target. And last year's number you know, so you can calculate.
Thank you, Rafael. 我们现场还有哪位媒体朋友呢想发问？麻烦举手。
请问一下，既然那个公务跟业务要涨，那福斯这边还会有在调整计划吗？谢谢。
We have the question for Connor. So there's a question is with the recent inflation, does Volkswagen have the price increasing action refer to this situation?
Oh, that's a good question. Thank you. Of course, I think we are all aware that globally the situation is very challenging in terms of cost and inflation still, especially in Europe. I think you all know that from the media. But for us, for Volkswagen passenger car, at least now for now, we have decided to launch the new model year, the model year 23, now 1st of March, without any adjustment of the price. To also cater for the first batch of customers. So I invite everybody to come to the showroom to take the opportunity as it is there today. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Connor. 那我们还有哪一位媒体朋友们想发问可以举手？好，我们有请工作人员为我们递上麦克风。
谢谢总裁们好，购车去的瑞克，我想请问一下，其实今年其实蛮多个品牌还有产品都会受到一些供应链短缺的影响。那我想说，从去年开始，供应链一直有一些不稳定的状况。那目前福斯集团这个品牌之后的产品或者是导入车辆的到港的时程，会不会有所改善？谢谢。
We have the question for Rahil. This is a question. Most of the domestic brands are still affected by the shortage of supply chain. Do you think there is a chance that the arrival and delivery schedule of the group's brands will improve this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we believe that it's going to improve this year. But of course, you still have with certain models also globally a very high order bank, and we should not forget this. Especially also on the sports cars, we have cars that you highly individualize. Of course, they have also a longer lead time. Nevertheless, compared to last year, the situation has improved, like I said earlier. It also means that delivery times will for sure improve. On the other hand, let's also be realistic. We also know what's happening globally. The situation is still there, and it will not disappear in 2023. Which also means that anyone who buys a car will also have to take time into consideration. Independent of this, I only can recommend and invite you to visit the showrooms. If you find great cars, I would not wait to buy. It's my recommendation. It's not because I want to sell cars, because I believe it's a great opportunity. I think what Conrad has said also earlier gave a pretty good indication that he invites come. It's probably the best time to buy.
Okay. Thank you, Rahil. 然后我们有请想要发问的媒体朋友们。
我们今天在后面看到一台蛮特别的车，看不到阿里，那是不是有什么特别的地方可以解释一下？
I have a question for Chris. So as we can see, when we get into the ballroom, there is a very special meaning. Is there any special meaning for the painting on Octavia RS today? Because it's really cool that when we get in and see this ballroom.
这个大热了，谢谢。Okay. That's a very good question. That car is not on sale. It's not sellable. Actually, some of you might know Skoda is having a new CI design. So today we had the opportunity to dress up the Octavia S in the new CI. So you see, the cool thing is that with the new CI, it's still green. It's not yellow, it's not orange. So it's still green, it's still Skoda. But out of the car, you can see that there are two different green colors. It's invented by Malada. You cannot find this green in Pantone color code. So it's all invented by Malada, by our headquarters. So we take the opportunity to demonstrate how it looks like, the new CI, how it looks like in our car. So I hope you like the car. But sorry, it's not sellable today. So hopefully in the future, in near future, step by step, more occasions you will see more new CI in our product or in our showroom or in all our communication. Thank you. 当然谢谢。
Thank you, Chris. 然后我们有请下一位媒体朋友们发问。
我是车市文化自己哦，想请教一下，就是说在不是商旅的部分来说的话，像疫情已经逐渐结束，那未来走向会还是延续之前像比较户外的玩乐的跟 live 这样的感觉，还是会回归到商务啦，然后还有其他多元的使用目的。另外呢，就是在车款的部分，像现在缺车的因素也慢慢在消减当中的话，那未来的规划的引进的车型啊跟产品会有哪些的新的变化或新的一个让我们期待的东西？这样。
Julia, please allow me also make a quick translation for the question. So what is the main topic and the product plan for Volkswagen commercial vehicle Taiwan? As we know that it's outdoor, or for business. Is there anything else that you can share with us for maybe we have a change for this year and also about the product plan?
不知道他现在新装。
First of all, this is a very good question, and very good two questions. Yeah. Well, Volkswagen commercial vehicle, although it's called commercial vehicle, however, we are very diversified in the customer offering and our product portfolio. And the reason is we know the size of the car is not only the destiny of the car to be more passenger, however, it needs to maximize the function. So starting 2 years ago, we had an idea how to enlarge our purpose engaging to customer interactions. So we are not only carrying the people, but we also carrying the goods and the memory and the lifestyle. So we have emerged several interesting elements into our vehicle portfolio. Starting from transporter, you know the most iconic T6 California. It's a pure camper. However, during the COVID lockdowns, many of our customers actually react to our showroom. They are actually driving California to the nature and work out of home, out of office. This is the amazing utility of the campers. And then we come back to a small compact size of KD. Today you will see KD California. We are KD Maxi, but with camper and kids. This is exactly telling customers how to maximize the purpose of the vehicles. Because the van life is not only the van to the life, but it's a life for the van that's along with your journey together at your private life and or your professional experience. And in the future, we are also engaging ourselves to maximize our portfolio by different types of outdoor vehicles, not only to the product called California or called camper, but we will also give you the customer a totally different overview on the vehicle that how can they be maximized for the different usage. And I hope this has answered your question. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. 那我们有请下一位想发问的媒体，请发问。
大家午安，我想请问一下，就是之前奥迪有预告说今年会引进新的产品，那不知道能不能透露一下是什么车款？会有电车吗？谢谢。
So I have a question for Audi for Raphael. What is the brand product plan for 2023, and are there any new models to come? And also we are focusing on the electric vehicle. So is there any new model for the electric vehicle will come to Taiwan?
Okay, like I said in my presentation, 6 plus new model adaptations are coming. I respond maybe to one of those questions first. Is there a new electric model coming to Taiwan? Yes, it is. Which one? I will not tell you, but there is definitely a new electric car coming into Taiwan. It's going to be minimum 1. So you will see, you can stay tuned. It's going to be very exciting and interesting. The full force is on electric vehicles, but don't forget, and I said this also during my presentation, ICE is very, very much on the agenda, and you will not be disappointed with what we have in store for you for ICEs. There are more interesting models coming up for ICEs this year for Audi brand.
Thank you, Rachel. 我们现场还有媒体朋友们想发问吗？
Hi, this is Sierra Ye of Tika TV. As we know, the electrified is the future, but Audi is the leader for Volkswagen Group. I'm interested to know, next month Taipei have a CES show. Will you launch any electric car at there? Thank you.
No, we will not launch any new electric car next month, Sarah, but like I said in my Audi response, we will definitely launch minimum 1 new electric car. I mean, that does not only apply to Audi brand, that applies to the entire Volkswagen Group Taiwan. So it's minimum 1 new electric car that you will see on the road. Maybe it's more.
Thank you, Rachel. 那我想也差不多的时间呢，我们的 Q&A 时间就到这里告一个段落。那我们是不是先掌声谢谢给予我们4位总裁带来的精彩分享 ？Thank you, Mr. Director, for your sharing. So I guess what I can say is everybody was very curious about all the new models from all our brands, but we can say stay tuned because I'm sure Volkswagen Group Taiwan will give surprise to all of you. So just expect that. 相信大家呢，在听完我们的总裁分享 之后呢，也更加的了解了台湾福斯集团今年的规划了，就如同刚刚有分享到的，从我们的据点通路的拓展，以及我们的数位服务的升级，还有到未来趋势的一个布局，集团都持续的在深耕台湾，无论是整合我们的线上还是线下的服务。那在2023年的台湾福斯集团呢，也将会带给消费者崭新的顾客旅程。非常感谢大家。So I would like to invite our managing director to stand up and move one step forward because we are going to have a memory photo together. 然后我们邀请我们4位总裁稍微来到我们的桌子前方的位置，我们将会邀请现场的媒体朋友们给准备好各位的相机摄影师，我们也